The Proverbs of Solomon from LetGodBetrue.com.
Proverbs chapter 17 and verse 4. A wicked doer giveth heed to false lips, and a liar giveth ear to a naughty tongue. Listening to lies and listening to sinful ideas shows that you have the same character as those speaking. Can this be true? Consider this proverb closely, for it is easy to miss the powerful lesson of these words. Birds of a feather flock together, and the only way to redeem yourself is to reject fools and their speaking. King Solomon often condemned false lips, naughty tongues, and evil mouths, and he praised godly and gracious speech just as often. The valuable lesson of all the proverbs that Solomon wrote about the tongue is simple. A person who cannot control his speech to speak righteously and wisely is a wicked person and a fool. A certain measure of man's character and heart is to hear him talk, for he will reveal himself by his words. But notice, this proverb does not condemn false lips or a naughty tongue. It condemns the person who listens to such speech. And here you can learn much wisdom. To be truly holy and wise, you must avoid, you must reject, reprove, and eliminate foolish talkers and their words out of your life. It is easy to agree that certain speech is wicked. But if you listen to it, you are as wicked as those speaking it. The only reason to listen is a profane heart that enjoys it, or such fear of the consequences for standing up for godliness, truth, and wisdom that you say nothing. Wise men reject foolish talking and wicked speech, and they reject just as quickly those that talk that way. Sometimes these evil speakers will be your friends, which means you need new friends. Solomon taught that godliness and wisdom include guarding both your tongue and ears. This proverb condemns the fault and folly of choosing to be around wicked speakers and their speech, and he taught this elsewhere as well. David and Paul taught the same wisdom. This rule of life even condemns an entire government as wicked when the ruler listens to lies, for he has the power to end those lies. What does this say about parents who allow the words of a backbiter or tattler in their home? That allow foolish jokes of a jester? That allow testimony of only one person in an important matter? That allow any disrespect of authority, or that allow any exaggeration? What about music, television, the internet, and other false and naughty content? Parents that allow entertainment for their children that they would not allow their children to say in public are hypocrites and horrible parents. God condemned the wicked nature of man as doing things he knows are wrong and also as taking pleasure in others doing them. When you are in the presence of a backbiter, you should stop them cold with an angry countenance. David, in his great desire for a holy life, purposed to cut off all slanderers and liars from his household. This should be your noble goal. If you are in any position of authority, from parent to pastor, you must enforce this rule on those under you. A whisperer could do nothing if told to shut up and go away. The backbiter would have clean teeth. If told to stop her sinning, the jester would stop joking if hearers stared at him like he was crazy. The slanderer would be all alone if her evil surmisings and false accusations were rejected. The talebearer could only talk to himself if he were denied an audience. Men continue in their wicked speech only because they have an audience. But woe unto that man who listens to ungodly conversation, for he is revealing the same evil heart as the one speaking. It is only a liar that enjoys hearing lies. It is only a wicked man that enjoys wicked speech. Let each person called a Christian refuse to ever hear evil speech again.